Previously on Dancing with the Shadows, Princess Twilight Sparkle had successfully opened up her school of friendship, eager for the new year to begin. However, when she meets who she believes to be Professor Shining Star, it turns out he was Discord in disguise. They were unsure of their feelings and how to confront them, consulting Princesses Cadance and Luna, respectively, for guidance. While Twilight is away assisting Princesses Celestia and Luna with a bout of Paris Sprites and Canterlot, Discord, wishing to do something nice for her, asks her friends to assist with setting up the castle for a late-night dinner under the stars. They're surprised at his request, but are more than happy to help him and make a night to remember for both of them. Professing their love, after a very tiresome cliffhanger, Twilight thanks Discord as well as her friends for the date. A few months later, Twilight begins feeling odd. From nausea to chaotic magical outbursts, she has no idea what's going on. Spike and his son Kunzite stop by to check on her, and eventually Spike persuades Twilight to make a trip to the doctor. However, the results aren't that of a bad flu, but that of a pregnancy. Frantic, Twilight is unsure of what to do and how to proceed. She does end up keeping the baby, as we see later, but not without causing some chaos first. At Flurry Heart's 6th birthday party several months later, Twilight has an emotional outburst, eventually revealing to Cadance, and Flurry, who she hadn't known was in the room, that she is pregnant. She asks them to keep it a secret, especially from her brother Shining Armor, but he isn't one to accept defeat from a secret so easily. He visits Twilight, and while she tries her best to hide it, Discord eventually gets caught, and the two argue over what is best for her. She disrupts the argument, and feeling betrayed by her brother, she runs off. The next morning, racked with guilt, Twilight goes to Shining's room to apologize, only to find he isn't there. Only a week later, her friends throw her a surprise baby shower to commemorate the upcoming foal. The siblings eventually talk things out together at the baby shower, and the day goes on just fine. That is, until Twilight suddenly feels like she's going into labor. She and her friends rush to the hospital, where she gives birth to a healthy young filly, which she and Discord name Harmonia. Soon enough, the young child begins to develop her own chaotic magic, to the dismay of her parents. Longly anticipated and overdue, Discord finally proposes to Twilight, officially committing to their relationship and daughter together. Her friends all discuss with Princess Celestia to prepare the wedding, which occurs the very next year. While most at the ceremony are joyful and delighted, there is one who wished it wasn't so. And now, our story continues.
With our shadows, face your fears, wipe your tears, let it all go. Tender soul, let them know what you're made of. Give me all of your bad sides, let's have a good time. I want it all. Take me far from the sun rays, back to the hard days, to where you are. So here on the echoes in the night, see the stars up in the sky. They shine on you and I, and make shadows. Dance with our shadows.
Today's the day! Mommy! Daddy! Wake up!
Your daughter is awake.
Before sunrise, she's your daughter.
Come on, Daddy! Ouch! Since you won't wake up, maybe a cold shower will do the trick. You promised!
Okay, I'm up.
Yay! Come on!
Why must our child be an early morning creature? Celestia's sun is barely out at this hour.
She took being an early bird after Applejack.
Come on, sleepyheads!
Maybe she'll grow out of it one day.
Aren't you guys forgetting what today is?
Well, it is an opposite day, or your mother's birthday, or even housewarming, or...
Daddy!
I'm teasing, my fuzzball. I know that today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Harmonia!
I'm going to go ahead and meet with Applejack. Like Harmonia, she's bound to be up early like her and go over the preparations for Harmonia's party later on today at Sweet Apple Acres. I still have a few things to sort out, but it's nothing I can't handle.
You know, I kind of miss you twilighting every now and again. But it's nice to see you handle the situation with ease. Besides, Pinkie is the best party planner there is. If anyone can handle last-minute party situations, it's her.
You're right, Discord. I'll handle the last few minute items on the list while you keep Harmonia busy. I'll see you two later on. Remember, the party is held at Applejack's this year.
Where did Mom go? I thought we were all going to spend the day together doing the things that I liked.
We will, but I had to get your mother out of the house for a very good reason too.
And that reason is?
First, we'll have a short chaos lesson, then I have a special surprise for you. Now, how about we practice your chaotic magic?
But Mommy doesn't like it when we use our magic in the castle.
Then we can use it outside then. No worries. Come on, sweetheart. Your mother's away, so we can free to let your chaos magic come out to play. Consider it 1 out of 2 of your surprises for your birthday gift.
Okay, Daddy.
That's my girl. Now, let's begin practicing, shall we? Think you can transform into something quite simple? Say, a bunny?
Why not something terrifying? Right.
Well, for some creature, your size, I just want to take it easy on you. This is your first time, after all.
Come on, Daddy, you are too easy. Unlike you, I like challenges.
Alright, fine. Think you can transform into a Ursa Minor?
Please, that is too easy.
Oh, Harmony, you look adorable.
Adorable? Daddy, I wanted to look terrifying.
Of course you look terrifying, sweetie.
Oh.
Now that the shortest lesson to ever be practiced and mastered by you within a day is over with now, are you ready for your surprise?
Yes, where is it?
It's on the other side of the castle near your room.
Daddy, I know you're the spirit of chaos, but even by your own logical thinking, you're confusing me.
Just follow me.
It's a tree.
You have quite the observation skills for such a young age. Maybe in the future your cutie mark will have something to do with detective work. But it's just not any normal tree like the ones at Sweet Apple Acres, my sweet fuzzball. This is a thinking tree. Remember you were 3 and you used to always want to come up here to my thinking tree? We would spend just about all day here, just about until your mother Tempest or your Aunt Starlight came and got us.
I also remember that one of the branches was immune with chaos magic and used its branches to sling me off.
Yes, and you thought it was just a fun game and wanted to go again. You had Twilight so worried that day as well.
So, what's so special about this tree?
Well, it's your very own. Also, the bark tastes like a lightly sugar-covered raspberry and the leaves change colors based on your own mood. Much like your chaos magic, it's unpredictable. Now, your emotional magic is a different story.
My what?
Emotion magic, which is another side of your chaos magic. Changes sometimes based on your mood, but it only happens when your emotions are at an all-time high, such as extreme joy or fear. It varies from Draconiquus to Draconiquus, sometimes skipping a generation or two.
So do you have emotion magic too, Daddy?
It's fastball. I can bend ponies to my will with hypnotic magic, make Equestria look like circus came into town and I'm its ringmaster, bend reality to my desire, break the fourth wall, bubble imprisonment, can detect when there is a magical imbalance, shapeshift, restore reality, have the power of flight and logical manipulation, manipulate the weather, which the Pegasi don't enjoy. Honestly, my dear, we will be here all day listing all of my powers, which are beyond your tiny immortal imagination, but emotion magic is something I don't have.
So, will I ever get to have all, if not then some of your interesting powers? You're like a real-life superhero!
Maybe one day, but I don't want you to be just like me. Yes, you're my child, but you also have some of your mother's qualities as well. Don't forget that. Now come on, we have a special party to attend, and the guest of honor is you! Sorry if we are fashionably late, as Rarity would say.
Rude! Eee! Harmony! Happy birthday!
Thank you, Flurry!
Come on! There's some pony who'd like you to meet.
I'm coming.
Harmonia, may I introduce to you my little sister, Crystal.
And you are...
Crystal, you know our cousin Harmonia. Don't be so rude.
In case you forgot, dear sister, I don't speak to half-breeds.
It's nice to meet you.
Charmed.
If you're hungry, we have cake.
Yes, well, if it's not made of fondue, then I don't want any. Does this shindig have a powder room?
Crystal, that's not very nice to say. Why would you say that to Harmonia?
It's called speaking the truth. You should try it sometime.
I'm so sorry about Crystal's behavior, Harmonia. If I knew she was gonna act like this, I would have asked Mom and Dad to let her stay at home.
It's okay, really.
No, it isn't. She had no right to act like that towards you. Since you won't listen to me, I'll let Mom and Dad know and get this all straightened out.
Fleur, please don't.
Harmonia, I have to. What she is doing is basically bullying you just because you're different.
Let's just forget about it and enjoy the rest of the party, okay?
Fine, if that's what you want.
Hey, Flurry Heart.
Hey, Honey Twy.
How are you enjoying the party?
It's great, Mommy. You guys really outdone yourselves.
Sweetie, is everything okay?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Call it a mother's intuition. They know when something is bothering their child. Now, tell me what's wrong. I'm here to listen to you always.
It's just that... It's nothing, really.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Fine, I'll believe you, but only because I don't want to ruin your day. However, we will have this discussion later. I'm just glad to know that you're enjoying it. In fact, we have one more surprise for you.
What is it?
You just have to wait a little bit longer. Right now, we have to serve your cake, and you have presents to open.
Well, what are we waiting on? Come on, Mommy!
All right, every pony, gather around. It's time to serve cake.
This is very pretty, Aunt Rarity. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling.
This next one is from, Uncle Shining Armor and Aunt Cadence.
Hey, we pitched in too.
Yes, and your cousins, Flurry Heart and Crystal.
Now you have your own whammy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Where's my gift from you, Mommy?
Well, I already gave you my gift. It was the gift of life. And a super famous pony pop star to perform at your party.
Ooh, is it Sapphire Shores?
No.
Songbird Serenade?
She was in the movie. Plus, she was too expensive to book.
Well, then who?
We got you, Countess Colorachura!
Just Rara is fine, Twilight. And I heard that today was a special day for a special little filly.
This is the best day
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Can I have a word, my dear cousin?
Crystal, why did you do that?
So, a little birdie told me that you were attending Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns.
How did you...
No! Let's just say I have ways of knowing. If you haven't noticed, it's a school for gifted unicorns. Not whatever you are.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a Draconequus. I may not be a unicorn, but I'm still talented and very skilled at magic.
And who tells you that, Aunt Twilight?
I am sick and tired of your games! You've taunted me for the last time! You think you're gonna get away with this? You're dead wrong! Say bye-bye!
Harmonia! Harmonia, stop!
Am I really bad?
Okay, guys, the party is over! Everybody leave! What was that? Why were you about to hurt your cousin?
Mom, she...
Right in front of her parents? Harmonia, you were going to hurt her right in front of your uncle and aunt! What do you have to say for yourself?
Look, she said so many mean things to me. Her first impression made me see just how much of a jerk she is. And I don't understand why any pony would even talk to her, or worse, love her.
Do not raise your voice at me. Harmonia, I don't want you getting in trouble all the time, especially when it comes to other ponies. You can't just hurt them like that. You should have told me what was bothering you earlier. From the look on your face, it was some pony here. Was it, Crystal? I'll go have a word with them later. Right now, we have to clean up. Pinky, get the chairs and put them back inside the barn. Harmonia, you'll be helping us clean up today.
But...
No buts! Inside, Harmonia. And the queen lays one tiny green pea under a dozen mattresses that was piled high to the ceiling.
Oh! I love this story.
No, you're not telling this story. The last time it happened, it involved flying bananas, a quesadilla monster, and a very bizarre but disturbing Draconequus queen.
Hey! I happen to be the best storyteller, next to Pinkie Pie, of course.
Mommy, Daddy, can I ask you something?
Oh, yes, my little fuzzball.
Tomorrow I start my first day of school at Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns, right?
Ah, yes. That school with the crazy hippogriff and the yak that tripped over her own hair and the pony who sounds like Featherbangs, or... Wait, wrong school. Right. What about that school?
Why do I have to go there? I'm not even a unicorn, for crying out loud. I know I'm different from every pony here, so why do I have to go there?
Calm down, sweetie. Besides, you may not be a unicorn, but we decided for you to go to Celestia's school because we know what you are capable of, dear. You are special. So don't let some pony try to bring you down just because you look different from every pony else. Just remember to try to control your emotions, and you will be just fine. Good night, princess.
Night. Mom? Mom?
Hey, Harmony. What's the matter? Did you have another nightmare?
No, I just can't sleep.
Do you want to tell me why?
I'm nervous for tomorrow. I mean, what if I'm not good enough? What if I mess up? What if I fail? Like, undoubtedly, undeniably fail!
Shh. It's okay. You're getting yourself worked up. It won't be as bad as you think.
How can you know?
Because I felt just like you when I took my test.
Really?
Oh, yes, definitely. I was so nervous. I thought I'd fail, but then Rainbow did her sonic rain boom and...
Wait, what?
I'll tell you later. Anyways, the point is that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And I'm sure you'll do amazing.
Thanks.
Now come on, let's go back to sleep.
Good morning, Aloysius. Aloysius?
Harmony, what are you doing in this room? You should be getting ready for school.
Fuzzball, what's wrong?
Daddy, do you know where Aloysius is? He's not in his cage, which is wide open.
My guess is that Aloysius found his other bird friends in the Everfree Forest. You know what? Then again, owls do love mice, so maybe he found a mouse, chased it out of the castle, and then he possibly found true love? What? He could have. You never know about those nocturnal creatures.
Sweetie, how about you go get ready for school before you're late?
Sure.
We've got to get that kid a pet.
We did have one, Owlicious, but someone got rid of him.
I didn't get rid of him, per se. I simply released him to the Everfree Forest.
That's even worse!
How do you know it was me?
Tempest.
To be fair, that owl wasn't even nice in the first place. Besides, that's what the bird gets for trying to have an owl duel a few years back.
Whatever. We have to get Harmonia to Celestia School. Now. Let's go!
Mommy, do I have to go here?
Sweetie, this is the exact same school that I went to when I was your age. And Celestia is a fantastic teacher. I think you'll learn a lot by being here. Maybe even make a few new friends.
But why are they all unicorns?
You can't just ask some pony why they're all unicorns.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Why is no pony here different from me?
You, my dear, are special. Your mother and I both see potential in you. Why do you think your mother sent you to this school?
To show off?
Yes. Wait, no. Trust me, no one here likes a show-off.
But having magic makes you a part of who you are. Mommy said that.
Yes, but I also enrolled you into this school because I want you to make friends, but also to show that being different is okay.
And if any pony tries to bully you, make sure that you turn them into ducks, especially if that some pony is Crystal.
Do you really want her getting in trouble with Celestia on the first day?
Of course not. I'm just saying that she needs to stick up for herself when the time comes. If she does get into trouble, I will have a long talk with Princess KK. I'm Princess Celestia, and I sent my sister away to the moon for 1,000 years. I'm such a busy pony, so much royal duties, yet I get Twilight to do all my dirty work. Isn't that right, Princess?
Discord?
Oh, hey, KK.
I'm starting to question why I even married you in the first place.
Are you okay, Harmonia?
Of course. Just a bit nervous is all.
Well, you have nothing to worry about here. The entrance exam isn't as scary as every pony makes it out to be.
The entrance what now?
The entrance exam. Every pony who's new to the school, or that is moving to the next level of their magical studies, has to take one. Did your mother not tell you?
Somewhat.
Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Besides, all parents are there to morally support their children. Even your mother did when she was around your age. She was one of my top students in my class.
You're going to do just fine. I know it.
You got this, Fuzzball. Go show them what you're made of.
Are you crying?
No, it's called Liquid Pride. Totally different thing.
Harmonia, all the professors know that you're here. Just stay right here, please, and I'll be right back.
Hey, Harmony. Sweetie, you okay? You're shaking a lot.
I thought you were supposed to leave after the grand tour.
Celestia invited us to come and morally support you. Apparently that's qualified here for parents to be the moral support pillars for their children on days like this. Who knew, though?
You obviously have never been to this school before, have you?
Hey, you're the one who suggested we enroll her here. Fuzzball, if you're not prepared to be here, then we understand. I mean, these snobby unicorns don't have a chance against you. They're probably even below average. Unlike you, of course.
Is that supposed to happen? Did they get rejected?
Oh, it's probably because they were below average, that's why.
Discord! Sweetie, you're going to be okay. Just remember to keep control of your emotion.
Control? Of course I'm gonna be in control of it. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Oh, Harmonia. You've no reason to be nervous. You'll do amazing. You'll do a lot better than you think you did.
Harmonia Sparkle? Is there a Harmonia Sparkle here?
I can do this.
Are you Harmonia Sparkle?
Yes, ma'am. I am.
Harmonia Sparkle, you will have 5 minutes to impress us with your magic. Your time starts—
Hold on. You can't possibly expect some pony with no horn to pass this test. I mean, look at her. She doesn't even have a horn. Puny magic tricks and sleight of hoof aren't real magic. Besides, that's probably all she's capable of.
Now, hold on, Poison. While she may not be a unicorn, we still allow any pony and every pony to take the entrance exam. Now, whether or not they pass is a different story.
Hold on! That doesn't seem fair. That girl has magic. She just doesn't—
Silence! Why did we let those other two in here? They've already taken the test and might have given Harmonia information on the test. They shouldn't be here, especially since their performances were astronomically under average.
What did you just say?
You heard what I said, creature. You don't scare me, and you'll never be a real unicorn.
What?
I may not be a unicorn,
I'm making Daddy proud.
but I can still do stuff you wish were only your nightmares.
Who would have thought this much chaos would be so much fun?
Harmonia.
Princess Celestia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to break the classroom.
I'll tell you what. If you break something, I can fix it.
Huh?
This school is for young ponies just like you, Harmonia. You're still learning new things, and you're needing help controlling their powers such as yourself. You can start today if you like.
What?
But she's a Draconequus!
She literally turned this entire room into chaos! You cannot have a student like that in your classroom!
And? If all is in order, I'll—
But their opinions about me are right, Princess. I don't belong here at all.
Nonsense. Harmonia, I knew you had a magical ability, but I didn't know it was this powerful.
Please don't kick me out. I know I may have gone overboard, but I promise that was only a one-time thing.
No, Harmonia. Why would I kick out someone with such potential?
Huh? But
what I'm saying is, Harmonia, is that I would like you to join my school of magic.
Yes!
Now hold on just 1 minute, Harmonia. As much as I welcome you into my school because I see so much potential in you, I will not allow you to harm the students and staff for your own amusement or to use them as your play toys. Do I make myself clear?
I understand.
Now come. I'll show you around to your classroom, and I will be there in a few minutes to start with today's lesson.
Can I help you? Well, that was unexpected. Oh, come on! Why did Mother have to send me here? Why couldn't I have just gone to her school instead? I mean...
Hello, is the seat taken?
Are you sure you want to sit with me? Every pony else seems to think otherwise.
I don't mind, really. I'm Jewel Bliss. So you're the new pony,
Draconequus.
Okay. Draconequus around here.
That obvious, huh?
Kind of, yeah. I'm a Year 2 student here. This is my second year attending. We actually met during the entrance exam. I must say you are pretty powerful for a creature of your age.
Thanks? To be fair, I'm only just beginning, as you can tell.
Well, don't worry. You'll like the princess.
Sorry I'm late, every pony. But welcome to Fundamentals of Magic, the school where you'll begin your expensive magical education with me, Princess Celestia. Now, let's put the fun and fundamental, shall we? Magic is a mysterious force that takes away many forms in our world. Magic can be big and bold, ancient and majestic, or even wacky and wild. Each of our magical abilities are different, from the signature color of our magical auras to other unique talents such as a silly sixth sense.
You mean that's a thing?
Indeed. Some ponies develop skills quite early on, and the magic manifests in unique ways, like a continuously moving mane. Your magic must be harnessed through focused study and practice. Take heed though, if harnessed for the wrong reasons, your magic can turn dark too. But if you have your heart and mind in the right place, there is no need for the incredible feats that you can achieve. One of the best ways we can harness magical energy is through careful use of spells. When you think of a spell, you might imagine the set of words that you can say out loud, but they aren't always spoken as an incantation. Sometimes, spells can be concocted in a bubbly pot and turned into a magical potion, found in a rare plant species, or even by reading from the pages of an old, ancient tomb, and accidentally creating new magic. It's true that spells are complex and take lots and lots of practice. You might have a little trouble at first. Nobody gets it right on the first try. However, students, don't be shy by attempting spell workouts. Just don't use them to make ponies fall in love or to cut corners in your assignments. And just to be safe, we should all probably stay away from time travel, but simple spells can still be very useful.
But can't magic also be used for evil intentions?
Of course. Magic can provide so many wonderful things for us in Equestria. It aids the Pegasi in creating our beautiful weather, the Earth ponies in growing our delicious crops of fresh food, and allows the unicorns to create useful items that benefit all ponies. But magical power is not simple. It has the ability to change the pony who uses it, and not always in a good way. For example, one of the most powerful sorcerers of all time has spent most of his life using his powers to afflict chaos in Equestria. So
Wait,
as you see,
is she talking about your father?
Tool,
I don't see what he has to do with any of it.
Now, which two of you would like to demonstrate a conjuring spell?
Wait, she goes here?
You know Crystal?
Believe it or not, she's my cousin.
Okay, Crystal. Pick who you would like to go against.
I pick you.
You mean the scholarship pony?
Okay, girls. You can conjure whatever students say. For example, say a rubber mallet, then one or both of you can conjure it. Got it?
Yeah, sure.
Ready? And go.
A chicken!
We don't do live animals, Jewel.
Fine. A rabbit chicken.
That's better.
Confetti!
Donuts?
Is that all you think about is food?
What? I'm hungry!
You
You want to know what I heard goes great with donuts?
Maybe you shouldn't, Crystal? Hey, are you okay?
Of course. Maybe I should just go.
No, wait!
I'll be fine. Everything seems crazy big and I'm feeling unsteady. Mom says I'll be just fine, but I don't think I'm ready. New school, new friends, new study techniques, and new rules where they want me to behave. I'm just a little mare from a small town. In this school I don't stand a chance. I'm not ready to be enrolled here. I don't have what it takes. I'm too strange for friends, I look bad in crowds, and I'm gonna make a bajillion mistakes. I'm too average to be enrolled here. I respectfully refuse. I don't know the rules, I don't want the books, and these smarts were made for chaotic mistakes. Scrolls bursting with spells that I'm afraid to fail. Snobby mirrors and ginormous classrooms, it's all much, too much, too much. I'm not ready to be a student. One look and that seems clear. Cancel my classes, keep your scrolls and books, and if I ever find Celestia's room, I'm out of here. Harmony, not a normal name. Harmony, even having no friends is lame. I'm not ready to be a student.
There you are!
Hi, I'm Cottonberry. Sorry about earlier,
Freaked out and ran away? Don't worry, I'm used to it by now.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm going home.
Why?
Because I don't like being known as the scholarship pony, and I don't enjoy having iced coffee in my name.
Don't worry, we'll get you some cream and sugar and a paparazzi to make sure they get your good side. Everything will be okay, princess.
Hey, stop unigniting my magic!
No, you're gonna quit the school on your first day just because of one mean filly?
It's not just Crystal. I don't fit in here with all this.
You're not normal either.
You don't say.
Look, we both saw what you can do in that exam room. Besides, you turned me into a blueberry and Jewel here into a literal jewel. You're special. You're fantastic. You belong here at this school. Besides, being normal is boring.
He's right, you know. You do belong at this school. So don't quit. If not for us, then for yourself.
I'm never gonna be like her. Why did she pick me to attend this place? I don't fit in here. I'm different from every pony here. I stick out like a sore thumb.
Harmonia? Are you alright?
Yes, Princess. Why would you ask?
It's just that I overheard you talking and I just wanted to make sure.
You know, I should really get to heading outside before the break is over.
No, wait.
Yes, Princess?
I wanted to inform you that further disciplinary action has been taken against Crystal and her bullying towards you. We will be having a family meeting to discuss further details based upon her actions.
Thank you, Princess.
You're very welcome, my dear. Glad to see you here, Twilight. Have you read the letter I sent?
No. What letter?
Another busy day, I see.
You could say that. What are you four doing here?
You really didn't read that letter from Princess Celestia, did you, Twi?
I was busy.
Good afternoon, every pony. We are here on behalf of a case. Crystal has been bullying Harmonia Spark over the past couple of days according to Jewel Bliss, and on behalf of Harmonia case for her reaction in the play yard. But as for now, I would like Crystal to speak out.
Crystal, dear, please tell your Aunt Twilight the truth.
Aunt Twilight, Wait, why should I apologize? She is different from us. I mean, look at her. She's not even near being a pony. I don't know why Aunt Twilight would even marry some creature to have her as a child.
Crystal! You know better than insulting your aunt like that.
You have no right to talk to them like that, Crystal.
Yes, I do. This is my family, not hers.
Crystal Cadenza Snow Armor. Enough!
What gives you the right to speak to my daughter this way? What gives you the right to deny her friendship? If you were her, how would you feel? What makes you think you could bully my daughter for being different?
Twilight, please sit down. I understand that you're angry as much as any parent should be, but please keep your composure.
Jewel, if anything, you were with me that one time.
She's more than just a toy to your ego, Crystal.
Oh, please. Little Harmony is coping well with all the changes I bring.
I feel sorry for your parents. They had to raise a brat such as yourself. Flurryheart knows it too.
You would be absolutely nothing without me.
Let me remind you that the only reason why we're even friends in the first place is because my father is part of the dignitary team in Canterlot, knows your parents, Princess Celestia and Luna herself, and has helped your aunt prepare for the royal swanifying ceremony 1 year.
You can't talk to me like that! I'm your future princess!
In my school, no pony is neither different nor more magic than another. A dragon, a griffin, or any creature is welcome to learn and enjoy the life they have been given. We cannot deny them that right.
Do you really think she belongs in a school for gifted ponies such as us?
After school detention for Crystal will be impenitent, starting today.
You can't do that! We're family! I'm your great niece after all!
We may be family, Crystal, but when it comes to the safety of my students and my school, I do not tolerate your behavior. I should expel you, but instead, I will be supervising you and your behavior for the following weeks. We do not need to have any more fights here in my school. Do you understand?
Why is this creature so important to you anyways?
Here in my school, we expect those who aren't ponies. Times have changed, Crystal. It's time you started accepting rather than rejecting, especially your cousin. As far as Harmonia's punishment goes for the harm from the student, I think that a week of detention, along with Crystal, will teach them both a lesson.
But...
Come on, both of you, right now.
I'm sorry, Twilight.
It's okay. It's not your fault. She comes from a loving family, so I don't understand. Just keep an eye on her, please. And I'm sorry for lashing out like that.
Any mother would lash out like that, especially when it comes to their children being harassed.
She's right, Twy. No need to apologize. She'll understand. One day.
Maybe detention will teach these two a lesson and scare them straight. Happened to me once.
What did you do?
This isn't about me. You know this is about my dear cousin and baby sister, so let's focus on that, yeah?
Flurry.
To be fair, that teacher did not like me and gave me detention for forgetting to do a homework assignment. But the only reason I didn't do it was because it looked stupid. I mean, they wanted me to build a squirrel trap, which I found was an injustice to squirrels, and I am 100% sure Fluttershy would agree.
One can only hope that this one-time detention will do those two some good.
The class clown and diva have now entered the room.
Watch your tone, Mystic, or you will be spending more time than you already are in here. Go on in, you two.
This is like prison. I hate prison. This is no place for a princess like me.
Hey, I have a status here too, you know.
Huh. Yeah, like an unimportant one.
Why does that feeling look so familiar?
Quiet, the two of you.
These two are all yours.
I see that we have a pair of rebel princesses amongst us. Take your seat. No talking.
What did you get in trouble for this time, Chris?
Fighting. You.
Trying to use firework indoors. The room got covered in soot. What about you, newbie?
Me? I'm no troublemaker.
Well, you're obviously here for a reason. So what is it? No, wait. Let me guess. You're the one who caused a magical uproar in the exam room, aren't you?
Can I just lie and say no?
No use in denying it. It's been the talk of the school just about all day.
Yes, but why should it concern you?
Your mother is Princess Twilight Sparkle, isn't she? Of course she is! Your main colors are a dead giveaway.
How did you know who she was related to? That's kind of creepy, Mist.
Let's just say our mothers have a bit of history together. For now, you and I are at war, and I will destroy you. Besides, you can't hide behind your mother dearest forever. I will finish you, one way or another.
Mystic Blue, sit down or I will inform the princess to triple your detention hours for another week.
What took you two so long to get home anyways?
Harmony, would you like to tell your father what happened at school today?
I learned how magic works here in Equestria.
That's nice, but that can't be the reason it took you two this long to get home.
Oh.
Harmonia was being bullied by Crystal at school today, so Celestia called for a meeting.
She what?
She dumped iced coffee in my mane and then called me a half-breed and said I belonged in the Canterlot Gardens.
I was wondering why I smelled coffee. My dear, I hope you have done something. If not, then Twilight, our niece is about to meet Jesus.
I did, Daddy! I blasted an electric storm cloud at her, but then I got detention for a week, but then Mommy came and yelled at her.
You did it! Now this is something I have got to see!
Did he just...
Yes, and time traveling is something I do not condone, and do not encourage others to mess with.
Now I see where she gets the attitude from. Your attitude can be through the rules, my dear. I don't know if I'm rather attracted to it or scared by it. You could have invited me, though. I could have really put that brat in her place.
Yeah, and let all the chaos loose in that office. You're not always rational when it comes to situations like this.
Neither was you, from what I saw.
Why won't she accept me for who I am? What did I ever do to her?
Fuzzball.
I don't understand why some pony can be so cruel to some pony as sweet as Harmony, especially some pony who's her own blood. I know for a fact that Cadance and Shining have been the best role models that they could be for their daughter. And Flurry is the best big sister she can be to Crystal. But that still does not explain her behavior against Harmonia.
You're twilighting again, my dear.
Perhaps I could help. Forgive me, Princess Twilight, for intruding like this, but I can go check up on your daughter. I think I have something that might help her understand.
Of course.
You honestly believe that edgy reformed Berry Horse would know exactly what to say?
I'm sure she will. I know Tempest. She'll talk some sense into our fuzzball.
Harmonia? Harmonia, can I come in? I would like to talk to you. Harmonia? Are you there? You know, I was like you once, different from other ponies, especially being the only unicorn with a broken horn. But then, I once led an army that destroyed Canterlot. But your mom taught me that I needed friendship to make it here in Equestria, and just like her title, she truly lived up to being the Princess of Friendship by offering me her hoof and friendship, and letting me know that she was there for me. Anger isn't the way to solve your problems. Trust me, I know. Know that you can't change who you are. But if people don't like who you are, then you can tell them to buck off. Actually, don't tell them that. Your mom might kill me. However, those who don't want to get to know you are truly missing out on one amazing and wonderful little filly. And just so you know, that's their loss. Right, I forgot how much hugging you ponies like to do.
Miss Tempest?
Yes?
Since we're apparently having a heart-to-heart moment here, may I ask you a question? How did you become my mom's royal guard? Because I'm pretty sure it didn't become a part of the castle.
No, it didn't. But you really want to know?
Yes, please.
There's no talking you out of it, huh?
It's not like I'm gonna tell any pony.
Fine. It all started at the end of the Friendship Festival, which was a celebration of friendship all across Equestria.
That's one thing that never changes around here. The party.
Well, I hope you'll stay. More friends are definitely merrier.
But, my horn?
You know, your horn is pretty powerful. Just like the pony it belongs to.
I did tell you I wanted to show every pony in Equestria what I could do, right?
I can see a rainbow in the tears as they fall down. I can see her soul grow through the pain as they get the ground.
Nice touch, Tempest.
Actually, that's not my real name.
Ooh! What is it?
It's Fizzlepop Berry Twist.
Okay, that is the most awesome name ever!
That's your name?
I prefer Tempest better, believe me. But can I continue now?
Oh, sorry. Please continue.
As I was saying...
Do you think I could talk with Tempest alone?
Come on, girls. Let's go enjoy the rest of this festival.
Is the pink one always this rambunctious?
That's Pinkie Pie for you. What's wrong?
It's just... what am I supposed to do now? I was a part of the Storm King's army ever since I could remember. All I know how to do is fight and defend for myself.
That's actually what I want to talk to you about.
Huh?
You said it yourself. All you knew how to do was fight and defend for yourself. Why don't you fight and defend for others?
For others? After the damage I caused to you and the other princesses, who's to say that even though you may trust me, what if they don't?
Then we will cross that bridge when we get there.
Tempest Shadow?
Well, that was a small bridge.
Yes, Your Majesty?
We should trial you for treason for the crimes you've committed against your rulers and Equestria. However, after what Twilight has filled us in with about what happened, I must say that what you did took guts, determination, and bravery. I understand, however, if what you did felt like betrayal to you.
I had to protect the Princess of Friendship somehow, and if it meant risking my own life to save her, then it had to be done.
And that is exactly what we look for in the Royal Guard.
We have more than enough guards on both mine and Celestia's, and Cadence herself has her own royal guards, as well as that one non-crystal guard who I can't think of his name for the life of me. However, Twilight has none.
Huh?
My brother is captain of the Royal Guard, as well as a part of Celestia's guards. I can always talk to him about training you more.
I don't think she needs any more training than what she already knows, if you ask me.
That is true, sister. She's a very skilled fighter, but how well are you with a sword?
I'm pretty decent with one, I guess, but what are you three talking about?
Here is the follow-up question behind my statement I made earlier. How would you like to be my personal royal guard?
Princess, I humbly accept.
That was such a touching and sweet backstory.
Touching and sweet backstories are not my forte. I rather call it humbling. Besides, if Twilight didn't take me under her wing, I would probably be out traveling Equestria, spreading the word of the Storm King's defeat and sharing what I learned about friendship.
The Storm King?
He was way before your time.
But what about the guard training with Uncle Shining? If you got hired by mostly my mom herself, with the princesses having 15% of say-so in it, then you had to have guard training with Uncle Shining, right?
Yeah, that went about as well as you expected. That stallion hated my guts the first few months I had trained with him, and when he said he wasn't going to take it easy on me, he literally meant it. Let's just say no pony messes with his baby sister. Then, after you were born, I not only vowed to protect the princess's life, but your life as well.
Well, I'm glad that you're a part of this castle and our family.
Yeah, me too, kid. Good night, Harmonia.
So that's how you became Royal Guard material to Twilight.
That only stays between me and the young princess. And now apparently you.
Don't worry, your humbling story is safe with me. You know, that was a nice speech you gave to Harmonia. Probably better than what I could have given her.
Well, I tried. And besides, I'm still learning how to make friends here and there. But I'm glad that I'm friends with you and Twilight.
Either way, you still did a great job for your first time. I think Twilight and Discord would be proud of you.
I was just doing what any pony else would.
Well, you still did a great job. Good night, Tempest.
Good night, Starlight.